Hi, cutie kids. So you're here to learn from a video. This is going to be the first of 3 videos that I'll create for you so that you can finish this project. They are inserting and formatting your table. That's where you all should be now after that word art title thing that we did last time we met. Next step, some of you might even get to it today, will be to copy and paste your facts and sources from the internet onto your table. And the last one will be putting a pretty picture in the background. So I'll show you those in steps and I'll make separate videos. This one is all about inserting and formatting your pretty table. So I'm going to hop back into the Word document and pretend that I'm at the same stage where you guys were last time when you left me. I basically have a pretty word art title that's done. I put a little orange glow around it and made it shapy and all that cool stuff. So that's where I am, and now I'm looking at the same set of printed directions that you all are looking at. I'm on the 5th bullet down. It says insert a table of 2 columns. Remember to add a 6th row so that you can put column titles. I'll show you what I mean by that. So it said insert. I'm going to the insert tab, and here's the table button. Okay. Now it says remember to add a 6th row so that you can put column titles. Think about this. You're doing facts and sources. First thing I want you to notice is where that table is going right now. You see how it's up above the title? We don't want it there. The reason it went there is because that's where my cursor was. So I'm going to stop, double click down here where I really want my table to go, and I'm going to try that again. Back up to table. I want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fun facts, but I'm going to need to add 1 extra for my titles to be in. And I want this to be 2 columns wide because I have facts on the left and sources on the right. So just click and it sticks your table in there. Pretty nice, pretty easy. All right. At this point, it says, I'm looking at your directions. It says to label your columns, facts and sources. Facts, sources. Now notice it said label your columns. One quick thing, definitions. When you're working at a table, there are basically 3 definitions you have to worry about. Columns. Columns go up and down. Think about the columns that we find outside Wedgwood School, the big tall vertical things that go up and down and hold up the roofy thing at the front of Wedgwood. That's a column. Rows. Rows go across. So the words facts and sources are on the top row. And cell means one little rectangle section, one little section of any table is called a cell. So those are your terms that you need to know. All right, back to your printed directions. It says use shading for these 2 cells only. This is kind of the fun part. What I'm going to do is sort of highlight those cells or that row. And you'll notice that you have a tool up here. When you're on the table, you have table tools, it says. And you have 2 tabs, design and layout. Lots of things that you can do here. When you click on the word design, you can see there are a lot of pretty colors. That indicates that's a shading thing. Yep, it does some cool things. But have fun with that. You can play with those. But basically, I want you to shade just those 2. So I'm going to pick a color. You can pick any color you want. I'll go with the blue. Click on that. And it shaded just those 2 cells or that top row. Okay. Next bullet you have on your directions are to bold the font and make it at least a size 18. So in order to do those, we have to go back to our Home tab. You're going to bold them, make it at least a size 18. I don't know, kind of like 24. And guys, I want you to have some fun with it once you get in there. So go ahead and choose a font that you think is fun. I'll just pick that one for now, and you can even change the color of that font if you want to, something that would stand out, of course. I'll just go with a dark blue, and I'm going to center them because I like the way that looks on a column when you have it like that. Actually, I don't like that font. Let me pick one different one. There, that stands out, and that's what we're going to do for that. So this is sort of how to get your column all situated. Notice that, last thing I'm going to tell you, it goes all the way to the end of this margin and all the way to the end of this margin. I just want to show you, when you can resize these things by getting this little line right on there. You're not going to need to do that for this project. I just wanted to show you that sometimes you have to do a little troubleshooting with a table, and that's how you can sort of move things like that. I'll use the undo button to undo what I just did and put it back. All right, that's the end of video number 1, how to insert and format your table.